This is week 9. I can't find my chair. There it is. Week 9. Okay, this was a show week. This was a big week for us, or big time. So, what we did on Monday, we had tech runs. I was being really patient because mine was at the end of the day. So, I don't know why I came in very early. So, what I did is I basically just went over my Orpheus Descending. Just, just like, okay, getting ready, gotta get ready for that sort of stuff and all that. Just going through all the lines and all that, just doing some coursework. In my whole thing, what I had to do is, the car what me and my partner made, we had to move it to the middle of the stage, pull the brakes on, and someone else will put the chairs in the car, and then that's it. And then when the blackout comes, we'll run on stage, we'll wait for the two people that were in the car to get off, then unbrake it for safety reasons. Then we will move the car to the other side. One thing what I asked Emily, which she said was okay, was that to wear my costume for Orpheus Descending, because after that scene is then our Orpheus Descending. And at first Emily was like, okay, once you move the car off stage, put your clothes on and then go to the other side, because I was on the wrong side. So I said to her, can I just wear my clothes because they're all black? No one will notice them really. Like I got black jeans, black shirt, that's about it. She said that's perfectly fine. So I had my clothes on, I moved on stage, moved it off stage, I went back, and the only thing I needed to wear really was just my hat and the suitcase and the jacket. So I think I was fine, really. What about you?
I mean, we started off by like moving the flats around and stuff. So we moved around the flats. That took quite a bit of teamwork, to be honest, though, because some people wasn't following full instructions of moving it around, and that could end up in like an accident. So I feel like as an ensemble, that's definitely something we need to improve on. Just listen and just get on with it, because stuff like that is serious. Getting the set together is serious, but then the actual tech itself, I had only just found out that morning what I had to do for it, because like I said, I asked quite a few times and I only just found out. Yeah, all I had to do really, I wanted to help out with the lights, sound, but Emily just told me, you've only just found out now, so it's not fair on you. So I was just going to be helping with the set. So all I had to do really was move the sofa on. I also helped out in the laners group as well with the sofa, but move the sofa on, get into the middle for their piece, and then when theirs is finished, I move the sofa slightly for Elena's group. So because theirs is like a therapy sort of, theirs was about like a therapy room, so move the sofa slightly for their one, and then just take it off after with the chair. And I think for Dan's one they had PlayStation controllers, whatever. So that's all I had to do really. It was nothing too hard. I wish I had more stuff to do, like the car, like doing something like the car. That's actually something productive. Sounded quite fun to do as well.
It was fine. The only thing that was annoying was that the lights, because when we had to, that was a new thing we had to add. We were going to add on turn on the lights. The lights weren't working, so on the actual show day, I'll get to that. At the actual show day, I turned on the light. I said, "It's not working. We just gotta leave it." So I was like, "Jacob, just go, just forget the lights. They're not working." But that's the only annoying part. But other than that, it was pretty cool to just move a giant car in the middle of the stage. Another thing that was hard was like actually find the middle. But I basically marked it on the stage. Like, okay, I'm gonna be right there. So it wasn't too necessarily that bad. Thursday, show day. This is when we were doing our show. Tuesday, show day. We were doing our show. So it was fine. I think I did a really good job. I didn't think I did a really good job, but having so many people come up to you say to me, you did an amazing job.
Yeah, no, that was really nice to hear.
It was a very nice thing to hear. Truly brought up my spirit a lot. I skipped a bit, but we did a tech run, like everyone did a tech run. We have to be patient, we have to be quiet.
Lots of patience.
We have to be a little bit quiet because there was some people on stage. You don't want to make too much noise when you're not on stage. And we were very organized as well. Like compared to not last year, but like the last performance we did, we were very
Last term,
organized. When we were off stage, some people thought they were talking, but no, we were actually like into the scene. Like, okay, who's next? All right, you have to go on next. Make sure you have your stuff. Like we were very organized, which I'm very proud of our group all together. So I'm really happy for them. And
Sorry, can I
Yeah,
add
yeah.
on to that bit? Adding on to organise, mistakes will happen.
oh yeah,
Mistakes will happen during it. For example, we have a classmate, Mary. She is severely allergic to nuts, and for prop, Jamie brought in a nut cake. And the cake, I think it had to. What happened? I think it had to be brought on.
it had
but
to be brought on.
Did
and
it drop
taken
backstage?
off. Basically, when they put it on stage, it was fine. But when it was time to move it, the cake fell down, and
Everywhere.
it fell everywhere, and it fell in the exact spot where our classmate had to be. So on stage, we kind of like, how do you say? You go. Yeah, I don't want to take it. You say it.
So obviously we were panicking quite a bit. We were like, oh god, what do we do? Like we warned Mary at first, like we warned her, and then backstage, like you were saying about, you know, we're gonna do this here, do that there. I think it was. Were you there when we started cleaning it all up? Oh,
I
okay,
was
it was
still
me,
there.
Sandra. I think it was Zoe and H&D. Zoe, James, and Jake. Me and Jake, we went to grab the broom, the big broom, to sweep it out of the way, and then we also got like baby wipes and cloth, and so we were like, during the next blackout, get the sweep, move it out of the way. I don't think James completely got everything off, so then we were like, okay, that's fine. During the next blackout, we have some time before Mary comes back on. Just sweep it like with, you know, with your hands, use the cloth, you know, just actually get down and do it, because honestly at the end of the day that's the most important thing, just to make sure our classmates are going to be safe. So we definitely, as a class, our communication has gotten better.
Yeah, definitely. And yeah, that's about it. We would say more about like our performance, but we kind of want to leave that for the evaluation a little bit. But to give you a taste, apparently my accent was really good. I acted really good as like a South American guy.
Our projection was clear.
Our projection, some. I would
Most,
some people were. It was still hard to hear as a class. Like Jane was at the edge, at like the back of the room, and he said, "Yeah, I can't hear you." So some people have to work on that. Maybe do some vocal exercises or mind the gaps or stuff to actually get that projection. And what else? My exit and entry was good. Apparently, it showed like.
Oh, it was, yeah.
Yeah, apparently it was really good. Like the way how I paid respect to James's character when I took off the jacket and said, "You now embody this character." Took my hat, gave him a little nod, and walked off. Like that was powerful, apparently. And yeah.
Yep.
Thursday we had Gary, again sassy. We did, and I really think this lesson I improved a lot. No, you go with Gary's lesson. Yeah, you start.
We swapped around with every role. We played every role in these lessons, went with different groups, see how we can work with other groups. Personally, I think small things went wrong, but that's only because of like things we can't help. Like for example, me and Jacob, you know, when we went for a hug scene and kind of tripped over just because it's like I'm here and he's like there. So yeah, but it's good to work with everyone and do different roles and see how we can work with everyone in such a difficult scene.
Any strengths or weaknesses?
Strengths, I feel like I have way much of a better understanding of D. I have a better understanding of the context overall, to be honest. Like I made my own story in my mind, so I played the character better because I have developed this whole story behind it. And weakness, probably just eyeline with the camera, because I think at one point I made a sneaky look at the camera, but I think that's about it.
What I learned in that lesson today was when, not today, but like that day, Gary said to me that when I say my lines that I need to take my time with them, especially in this situation. Like you're about to lose someone, so you don't want to rush stuff. Because when I watched it back, I was like, yeah, at some parts I really could have took my time, and I did say to myself, I was like, do you think I should have took my time or actually slow it down a bit?
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't want to keep them waiting. It's like, no, that's what they want to see. When you're on stage as an actor and people record you, they're not gonna complain and say, can you hurry up the scene, please? Like, they want this, they want the money. They basically, I'm sure they do want the money, but they want to see how good your performance is. So it's important to show off, maybe add a few things if you think if it's appropriate and needed. Gary also says with that how my level of concentration was great, especially when I was, basically my concentration was great. He says to me, not once did I realize that there was an audience back there, he said. And I was like, oh, that's really good. Like, I've now grown that habit of like blocking people here. And it's good that he said that to me, because like, we're in a small space and some people find it hard to perform in a very small space. However, I'm like, oh, it's cool. Yeah, so that was Thursday. Friday, final day. We had Jamie. We did, what's the practitioner called?
Sanford Meisner.
We talked about him. We did quite a few exercises. So like, you have blue eyes. It's like you have blue eyes. You have blue eyes.
I have blue eyes.
Basically, that sort of exercises we did. His exercises were very strange. At first, I didn't see the point of it, but then Jamie explained to us that the point was like to find your not emotion, but like he wants to find something here. Because like if I keep repeating to someone, you have blue eyes, you have blue eyes, you have blue eyes, you have blue eyes. If I hear like a sort of frustration, therefore it's like you have blue eyes, then it's like okay, that's what we're going to now. He wanted us to be truthful as well. He did an exercise where like we closed our eyes and he was like, okay, listen to the room. And we opened our eyes and he asked us, we opened our eyes, he said, who was listening to the room? And some people
and then he said something like, who was listening to the room and who was acting they were listening to the room, something like that.
Yeah, and some people were hearing lots of stuff. I was listening to Jamie's lip balm thing, people screaming and all that sort of stuff outside. I was like,
heard the ventilation.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah.
And Jamie also said to us that eye contact was a very big thing. Like, it's important to hold that eye contact, because I know like people say a human can only hold the eye contact for 6 seconds. However, I'm actually used to holding the eye contact for a very long time, so it didn't really affect me as much. And that's about it. I can fully tell you. Is there anything you want to add to it?
Nope.
That's all we did. See you later.